Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. This is a new channel. I'm just starting this channel. So let me start by saying that this space is for people who are open-minded and curious about life. So here we try to understand the world around us using logic, reason, and empirical evidence. Things we can see, we can measure and analyze. That's what I mean by empirical evidence. So we don't shy away from asking difficult questions or looking at life from a rational perspective. So now I know many people have different beliefs, and some of you might be deeply connected to your faith or religion, and that's perfectly okay and perfectly fine for me. But this is just a little heads up on this channel. So we focus on life changes and mysteries through the lenses of science, psychology, and real world experience. So rather than relying only on faith or religious explanation, if you're someone who is willing to ask questions and think critically and explore new ways of understanding life, then you are in the right place. But if you are more comfortable sticking with the religious answers to life's big question, then this might not be for you, and that's completely okay. So let us dive into today's topic. So today's topic is about understanding the randomness and statistics of life. So life, with all its unpredictability, often feels like a cosmic coin tossed in chaotic uncertainty and in randomness. So one question that has lingered in my mind is how we reconcile the existence of a higher power with this overwhelming randomness. You see, let me use a simple term. So as someone who now seeks rational explanation based on empirical evidence and facts rather than just faith, I find the idea that a supreme being meticulously oversee every event in life is difficult to align with reality. See, there is this my role model that inspires me with his work. His name is Neil deGrasse Tyson. So Neil deGrasse Tyson once said that the human brain is profoundly incapable of comprehending statistics, and this resonates deeply with me. Very true. So let me share an experience with you. My experience. There was a time in my life that when I was really struggling, I had meticulously followed every step the society have taught me, have told me that would lead me to success. So I prayed, I worked hard, I applied to countless jobs and different things. Despite my effort, I was met with rejection after rejection. So meanwhile, my peers, who seemed to put in just less effort or faith, found success after just one try or two trials. This led me to question what this divine intervention or simply the unpredictable nature of life is. Religious people, they might say that it is your time, your time has not come. Your time will definitely come, and there is divine purpose. There is divine purpose for every delay, or delay is denied. Often these times usually come from religious people. But for someone like me who now values evidence over faith, this explanation just doesn't sit right with me. You see, this randomness that I just explained, using my own example, it doesn't just only affect me. It's something we all witness in life. Different people see ups and downs in life. We know good and kind and hardworking people who have faced hardship. Maybe they lose their job, they face serious illness, or get knocked down in some way or the other. And they are nice people. They are following the step, ticking the clocks, doing everything right. And yet, on the other hand, we see people who act immorally, people who hurt others, but somehow manage to escape the consequences. So that has led to the question that many Gen Zs these days, they ask me. I remember one asked me, one even told me that there is nothing like karma. These evil people, they rise in power, they accumulate wealth, they have seemed to have life very easy. Then how is this fair? How can we explain this? In my search for answers, I came up with an idea that what if instead of this supreme being we call God managing every details of our life, there is something else in play here? What if he has also designated some affairs to some deities? Say, let's say God of randomness. So I call this date the god of random. Imagine this cosmic figure is a busy Santa Claus with a sack full of random outcome, be it good and some bad. So he has some good and some bad fortunes in his bag, and he reaches to the bag and throws this outcome into the universe or to people who calls his attention. It's not about being good or being bad. It's just random. If life is random, then how do we succeed? How do we increase our chances of catching the attention of this god of randomness? Here is where things get interesting. So let's talk about probability here. I will use probability and statistics to explain this. So imagine flipping a coin, and each time you flip the coin, there is 50% chance that it will land on head and 50% chance it will land on tail. If you flip only the coins once or twice, you might not see the perfect balance of 50-50 of head or tail. So but the more you flip, the closer it gets to the 50-50, so you start seeing the pattern. For example, if you flip up to like 100 or 200 or even 1000 times, that is when you start seeing the pattern come to play. So if you flip the coin, you're supposed to have head or tail. The coin is supposed to either land on head or tail, and the probability says that it should be 50-50. Okay, so it is probable that you will have all 3 heads and 1 tail. It is also probable that you will have all 4 tails. But this pattern will start emerging when you have a larger number of trials, like when you start having up to like 100 and above or 1000. So let's say out of 1000, then you will start seeing the pattern that the number of heads will start getting to maybe like 493 or 499, and then the number of tail will be 501. So you will see that the pattern of 50-50 will start emerging. What does this mean to life? So if I want to succeed in life, whether it's getting job or starting business or finding an opportunity, I need to increase the number of my flips. That means the number of my trials. So the more you try, the more chances you give yourself to succeed in life. So it's not about luck or praying harder. It's about playing the numbers of game. The numbers of game, being persistent. Yeah, that's the word. It's about being persistent. So each effort, each attempt, each application is another flip of the coin. Over time, with enough flips, the odds of success starts to work in your favor. It's not that the universe owes us any fairness. It is that randomness rules many outcomes. And with enough attempts, you start to see the pattern emerge. It has to emerge. So what is the takeaway here? The takeaway here is that life is random. That is it. Have that in the back of your mind, that life is random. But that doesn't mean that we should give up. Don't just toss the coin once or twice and expect a miracle. Keep flipping it. Keep applying for that job. Keep trying. No matter how many times you are knocked down, over time the odds will tilt in your favor. Remember that it's all about playing the game of life smartly and understanding that randomness is a very inevitable part of the journey of life. If this message resonates with you, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to the channel. So let's keep having this conversation about life and how to make sense of it together. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.